Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, with snow and ice continuing to hang around, we hear from road crews about the challenges they've had to endure. And the man accused of shooting 2 National Guard members near the White House in November appears in court for a federal hearing.
And we're seeing a little bit of snow activity across portions of eastern Kentucky. How big of an impact is it going to affect us tonight? Details coming up.
Dedicated to southern and eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. There is no denying last month's winter storm has been very challenging for road crews. With the snow and ice not really melting much, that has caused some issues, especially in rural communities. Ben Beddoes spoke with Rockcastle County's road department about those challenges.
It's been about 10 days since a significant winter storm dropped a ton of snow and ice in our region. And that snow and ice really hasn't melted. This has caused major headaches for folks like the Rockcastle County Road Department. Mark Blanton, Rockcastle County Road Department Supervisor, says he's satisfied with how road crews have tackled main roads.
Guys on the blacktop have done a really good job. We still like quite a bit of pushing back on some of the very rural roads.
Blanton says many of the main roads have been cleared. It's those gravel roads like the ones behind me that can't really be touched.
Gravel roads has been a very big issue with us right now because they're froze with ice 3 or 4 inches thick.
The challenge with gravel roads is that they have to be treated differently. If you try and plow those roads, it can tear up the road more. For gravel roads, it really just comes down to waiting for it to melt.
Yeah, we're spreading rock chips. It's number 11 rock that comes out of a mine that's very dry. It works pretty good to give them traction. As far as cutting them down, the road grader will not cut the ice off the road.
With the nature of how this storm played out and the cold temperatures that have stuck around for some time, Blanton says the situation is unlike many others.
I feel like it is as far as the ice situation goes. We've dealt with it a little bit, but not hardly as bad as it is this time.
In Rockcastle County, I'm Ben Beddoes, WKYT.
Blanton says they had to help clear the school parking lots, and that itself has taken 3 days. In Greenup County, a woman is being treated for injuries she suffered behind the wheel. The woman was driving on Ohio River Road Monday, according to the Sheriff's Office accident report. Police say as she was driving, a sheet of ice blew off another vehicle and crashed through her windshield, leaving her with broken bones and gashes. Her mother says she suffered a broken nose, broken hand, and those gashes. Local fire crews say this was avoidable.
There's enough distractions and things other drivers have to worry about. I'm sure you're probably going to be warming your car up. Take the 2 or 3 minutes to break it up to ensure the safety not only of you, but the other motorists on the road.
According to the accident report, the man driving the other vehicle did not stop. He said he heard ice come off his vehicle, but thought it just hit the road. No word on if he will be cited. In Jefferson County, students were back on NTI learning today as city leaders are working with the school district to make sure snow-covered bus stops and side roads are clear. Yesterday, students returned to in-person classes for the first time, but parents are sharing their concerns. A mother shared this video of the district bus her children were on, sliding off the road and getting stuck on the snow and ice. She says it took hours to get the bus out of the spot.
They were using the chain to try to get the bus unstuck, and they couldn't get it unstuck. You know, I just asked her, send me your location on your phone, and I'm coming to get you.
JCPS says students will be back in the classroom tomorrow. In an update today, Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg says the city is working on addressing concerns. He says Metro crews have a list of roads and bus stops and are taking care of the safety issues. As school districts weigh their options about going back to in-person learning, we can't seem to get rid of this wintry pattern. Meteorologist Eric Dean has our first look at the forecast.
Yeah, and right now we are seeing a little bit of snow right now across portions of eastern Kentucky. This is the scene right now at the London Corbin Airport. You're noticing right here a little bit of snow on some of the sidewalks and the grassy surfaces. So if you are traveling right now and they take you across portions of let's say Pulaski County over towards portions of Laurel County, Wayne County, Kentucky, up into Rockcastle County, allow yourself extra time to get from point A to point B. Take a look here right now at live pinpoint Doppler radar. You can see right there the snow that is pushing in, and you can see how it started to get its act together over the past 3 hours, and this is going to continue to push through as we go throughout the next several hours. A lot of us won't see it. A lot of us will stay mainly cloudy. If you're in the Virginia counties, though, it'll be more of an enhanced risk because of the altitude. Take a look at the temperatures right now. We're in the 20s and 30s, 26 in Clintwood, 29 in Pikeville, 30 in Hazard, 32 in Whitesburg. When you wake up in the morning, it'll be a chilly start. Temperatures will be in the teens and 20s. Again, we'll see a slight chance of snow. Otherwise, we'll stay cloudy, but that feels like temperature is going to be in the single digits and teens once again. Now, somewhere on the 10-day, I have some 50s, and I'll tell you when, coming up in the First Alert forecast in a few minutes. Steve.
Eric, thank you. Members of the House Judiciary Committee passed House Bill 305, known as the Crystal Rogers Act, out of committee this morning. Crystal Rogers' family was in attendance. This bill is designed to strengthen procedures around grand jury proceedings by preventing anyone attending a grand jury hearing from knowingly recording the proceeding or disclosing any information gathered while present during a proceeding. It would expand the statute of limitations from 1 year to 10 years. The measure now moves to the full House for consideration. A judge canceled a scheduled hearing in federal court regarding the latest documents being released in the Jeffrey Epstein case. It comes after lawyers for Epstein's victims and the Justice Department came to an agreement. The DOJ said it would move quickly to fix the errors, which led to thousands of documents being released that included victim identifying information. The Deputy Attorney General says DOJ lawyers are dealing with a stack of documents that goes as high as 2 Eiffel Towers. The search continues for the mother of Today Show co-anchor Savannah Guthrie. Nancy Guthrie's family reported her missing on Sunday. Yesterday, sheriff's officials said investigators were working through any data that may be available about a pacemaker. The Pima County Sheriff also spoke about samples of DNA from Guthrie's home. Meanwhile, at least 2 outlets, including a TV station in Tucson, reported they had received what appeared to be a ransom note. The man convicted of trying to assassinate President Donald Trump on a Florida golf course in 2024 learned his sentence today. Ryan Routh will spend the rest of his life in federal prison. Routh's sentencing had initially been scheduled for December, but the judge presiding over the case agreed to move the date back after Routh decided to use an attorney during the sentencing phase instead of representing himself, as he did for most of the trial. The man accused of killing 1 member of the West Virginia National Guard and injuring another near the White House in November pleaded not guilty in federal court today. The suspect potentially faces the death penalty. WYMT Washington correspondent Brendan Cullerton has the latest from the courthouse.
Federal prosecutors say they are searching for a path to seek the death penalty for Romano Lackenwall. Lackenwall pleaded not guilty to all 9 federal charges, including first-degree murder. Lackenwall is an Afghan national who federal officials say was admitted into the country due to his counterterrorism work for the CIA against the Taliban. Lackenwall allegedly shot 2 members of the Guard in the head back in late November. 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom died from that attack. 24-year-old Andrew Wolf remains hospitalized following skull reconstructive surgery. Lackenwall himself was injured in that gunfight. He arrived in court in a wheelchair and was provided an Arabic interpreter. He allegedly traveled from Washington State for the attack using a stolen gun from Seattle. His defense argues the government has not proven a motive for first-degree murder. Federal Judge Amit Mehta asked the government for more clarity on whether or not it intends to seek the death penalty, as that would change the trajectory of the trial. The next court date is set for May 6th. In Washington, I'm Brendan Cullerton.
Today, the White House border czar announced 700 law enforcement agents will be withdrawn from Minnesota. Tom Homan says the partial withdrawal came after productive talks with state and city officials. Those discussions focused on expanding coordination between local jails and federal immigration authorities. But Homan also made it clear the Trump administration's broader immigration strategy has not changed.
President Trump fully intends to achieve mass deportations during this administration, and immigration enforcement actions will continue every day throughout this country. President Trump made a promise, and we have not directed otherwise.
About 2,000 federal officers now remain in Minnesota. Holman says a full withdrawal is possible, but it is contingent on stopping what he called threatening activity against ICE agents. The Washington Post is going through with mass layoffs. Today, employees were told to stay home and join a Zoom call where leadership announced what it called significant actions across the company. Sources say that includes shutting down almost the entire sports section and canceling the Daily Post Reports podcast. The paper's Metro desk is also being restructured. An AI data center plans to redevelop a site in Hancock County in western Kentucky. Here's what we know right now. The company called TeraWulf has plans to redevelop an old Century aluminum site into that AI data center. The TeraWulf website shows the company is known for Bitcoin mining and high-performance computing. The old aluminum plant, which was idled in 2022 due to high energy costs, restarted production last August.
We don't know exactly terms of permanent jobs. We don't know exactly terms of capital investment or what it's going to mean for the community. So once we can wrap our mind around that, or once we get some clear answers in regards to, water usage and electricity usage, we'll see where we're at there.
Officials say the redevelopment of the Hallsville site is expected to create new jobs, both construction and permanent positions, and generate economic activity for the region. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, one popular pizza chain is closing hundreds of stores throughout the country.
And in the world of weather, we're seeing a few little renegade showers throughout eastern Kentucky. The question is it going to have a major impact on this evening? Details coming up.